I am so bad at what I do that I just don't like being there.
First, in the morning, you must wash your face double times. Make sure you're awake.
Okay, wait, let me memorize this. Okay. Hi, my name is Bella. I am 22 years old this year. I'm here today to seek advice from strangers to get their opinions on if I should drop out of university to pursue my passion or if I should finish my studies. Hi, nice to meet you.
You too.
I'm Huat, you are?
I'm Bella.
I'm Vic.
Meet you.
Oh, I love your eyeliner.
I like your hair.
Oh, thanks. I braided it myself.
What's your name?
Noémie, I'm 8,
You're 8. Guess how old am I?
36.
So tell me about yourself.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, in fact, for my whole life, I've been in education. I was a teacher, then I was head of the department, the VP.
So were you ever like a principal?
I was principal for about
principal.
six and a half years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This year, I'm 27. How about you?
You're 27?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
I wish.
Do you have any like interests?
Piano, dancing, drawing.
I really like to act. I like to be an actress. I really want to do acting full time. But I'm currently in university. I just finished my year 1 and I'm going to start my year 2. Business is not something that I actually love to do. I don't know if I should drop out of university to pursue what I actually love to do, which is acting.
I see.
Yeah. I need your advice to tell me what to do. Should I drop out of university to do acting? Or should I stay in university? Which is not something that I really like to do.
Well, you should like stay in university and then part-time you have to be an actor and part-time you have to be a university student too. And once you're like did like a lot of them and you're really like so popular or like in magazines and everything, and then everyone in the class is gonna be like, oh, what's your name again?
Bella.
Okay. Oh, Bella, I saw you on Instagram yesterday.
Let me ask you, what about your study? Are you doing well in the study?
Define doing well.
Well, first of all, are you enjoying the study?
No.
Oh.
How did you get into the course?
Because I did study communications and I thought, okay, I don't want to do that again because I feel like I've already got a lot of skills from like my poly and I want to do something that's kind of similar, but let's not try theatre just yet because my parents were quite, apprehensive about doing like La Salle or like going into theatre full time. So they just said like, hey, just go into university and just do a degree in business because you can apply that anywhere next time, which is true.
That's true.
How unhappy are you?
Oh boy, we're going there. Okay, pretty unhappy because although I don't mind going to campus and I love seeing my friends, I'm still doing what I like to do as a CCA.
Okay.
But I cannot follow up in class. Like sitting down there, experiencing it, and then going through the tests, the exams, I'm like, oh my god, what the heck did I get myself into? It doesn't want to make me wake up in the morning and be like, I want to go to school, In class, I am so bad at what I do that I just don't like being there.
First, in the morning, you must wash your face double times. Make sure you're awake.
Okay, wait, let me memorize this. Okay.
If you were good at what you do right now, like business, would you be considering like dropping out at all?
If I'm not failing every class, like I feel like, okay, maybe it's something that I'm doing right, I could try and continue. But that's not the case right now. What if I don't have the choice to just leave whenever I want? What if my professor's like, no, you have to stay, you have to finish your work, you have to do and come for this exam?
Well, probably you can you ask the teacher to give you the worksheets you need the day before. Then after the testing, when you're at home, you can like do all of them. And then after that, you can put them on the computer and send it to the professor to check it.
Could it be because you are doing acting and that's why you can't concentrate on the study? So as a result, you can't catch up with
No, it's not like that. It's not like that at all.
Well, based on my personal experience, whatever you study, even if you don't become, let's say, a business person, it's still okay because your education will help you. If you really cannot get what you want in this university, can you go to another, let's say, institute to learn something else?
Well, maybe you should move to
Change my
another
studies.
school where there is acting, and then you go into that school and you go into the acting area, so then you don't have to talk about business.
I can,
Uh-huh.
but that means I would have to spend more of my parents' money. I just feel really terrible right now if I were to drop out because they've already spent 1 year's worth of like
Right.
school fees.
So let's say if you went into acting, right? If you chased something you loved and then one day that feeling went away, what's next? Are you going to be like, oh shit, I guess I don't love this anymore, I'm going to leave? Who are you when that happens? You know?
I guess I never thought about that.
We rarely do.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I can't imagine like not
Not
liking
loving it,
acting
right?
anymore. When you were younger, was teaching something that you knew you wanted to do?
No.
Then how did you know?
Well, during my time, there wasn't really much choice. After you finish your school, you just look around and say, "Cool, where's the vacancy?" And then you just jump into whatever vacancy that's available. And after that, you learn to like it. And quite fortunate for me, I found that I like teaching very much actually.
It's one thing to like something, and it's another thing to do it as a profession. So I think what a lot of us may not necessarily realize when we take this path is that when we go into it, maybe we went in for the love of what we do, but then once we graduate, we're entering the business of it. And right now, you really hate business. So you know, it might be the same shit, different field, if that makes sense.
I've come across accountants or even engineers. After a few years of doing whatever that they study for, they switch career. The reason some of them gave was because their parent wanted them to do. I think my point is really, you really take a lot of determination if you really want to go into something that you're not really sure. So are you really ready for that?
I think so. I'm trying my best right now, looking for things I can do concurrently.
I guess what I'm saying is I don't want to just tell you, yes, go for it. Because in 5-6 years when you're jaded and the passion is gone, then how are you going to feel about this formation? You know what I mean? Are you going to be like, shit, that was the wrong advice?
Oh my god. So, should I drop out of university and pursue acting, or should I stay in university and continue my studies in business?
Well, maybe you should
Oh my god, it's so much pressure, you know.
drop out of this university and move to another university where there's an acting space.
If you ask me, right now, maybe I would try to see if I can take a semester off and dedicate that entire semester to content creation, auditioning, training, doing everything I can, and see what happens at the end of that deadline. So at the end of 6 months or a year and a half, however long you defer your studies for, then you see where you're going with it. Maybe after 6 months you're like, ooh, just 1 more month, and then next thing you know, you've been doing it for 5 years.
I would say, go for it.
Go for acting. Drop out of university. Do acting. Okay. So that's your decision for me.
That's what I would do.
That is so reassuring to hear.
I know you're really suffering.
I am.
And there's no point suffering. So it's okay. You're just going in a different direction, that's all. I think
I'm just going in a different direction. Yeah.
I think there's no harm trying out.
Thank you so much for your experience.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot and it was very insightful.
I'm glad I can help.
You're really smart. I wish I was like you. I'm gonna take your advice so seriously.
I will see you.
Yes.
Bye, all the best.
I'm gonna cry. Well, I feel like I've come out of this with much more information than I had in my tiny brain. Noémie told me that I should continue my education but in another school to pursue acting, so maybe like La Salle. Vic told me that I should take a 6-month break from university to try out acting, but I just think 6 months is a bit of a short time. Huat, oh my god, what a cute man! Okay, I wish he was my grandfather. But I think because of his experience, watching his students do things that they don't like, he knows that you'll only thrive in doing something that you really love. If you ask me now, I think I'm leaning towards his decision the most, which is to drop out. I don't know yet, because it's still risky, but I feel really reassured by that advice. I don't have a solid decision right now, but it's been so cool and so helpful. So much for me to think about. Thank you for watching this episode of If You Ask Me. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode. Bye!